Hey y'all. Happy Friday. Finally Friday. Finally. Um Let me know if you can hear me. I don't think this is synced up yet. If I need to use this, I will. If I can get away with not using this, I'd rather not because this mic, I listened to the last playback and it was really difficult to hear as I was using this. But when I tested it out with you all, well, some of you, a few days ago, I could hear it perfect. I was just like, what is going on? I don't understand. Anyway, but happy Friday. Let me know what you're doing for the weekend. Apologies for my voice. Let me drink some water. Okay. I just felt like my throat is dry. By the way, I love this water. It's called Crowdsource, not sponsored, of course, but it's in an aluminum can and it's spring water and it has natural minerals in it without I don't like plastic bottles, so I like that water. It tastes pretty good. And it's at Trader Joe's. Hi King Morgan. Hello. Happy Friday. Thank you, Edward, for letting me know the audio is good. Thank you for that because, folks don't let me know. And on the last video, I was like, what is going on with this audio? It's like, what is going on? Now, the video quality today is going to be great because I'm streaming from my laptop because I feel like I need my phone today. What was I going to say? Hey, Laura, how are you? Shout out to Edward, my member, the only member that's here today, well, right now at least, and my moderator. Okay, we have to get into the story. I'm trying to figure out because we're going to talk about one today and one tomorrow, and this one's got to be quick. So, too curvy. So, we're talking about, okay. This thing has been going around. So I want to pull up, of course, I follow Lovely T. So she shared it and a couple other people shared it. So I have the question for you for the workplace. And then in particular, this case, we have a teacher that's working with children. Can you really be too curvy? In my book, that is discrimination, to have these complaints and make it an uncomfortable environment because someone is curvy. Now, from the visuals, it doesn't look like that is a natural body, but it could be a natural body. You know that, and especially people of color tend to have curvier bodies. But aside from the fact of whether she bought the body or if it's naturally hers, it's her body. So, in my opinion, I'm going to give some more thoughts on it, but I do see it naturally as a form of discrimination in my sense. But I want to hear what your thoughts are because she's getting complaints. This art bay, she's an art teacher that just has these curves. And, it's not that she's necessarily doing a bad job, but, you know, parents are complaining. So let me pull this up. Let me see. Okay, so the teacher that I did have it up earlier. So the teacher that parents complained about, and I think it was really the moms that were complaining. Oh man. What do you think? Can someone be too curvy to teach children? Is that really a thing? I don't feel like it is. I don't. Okay, so I will go ahead and pull up this one. Pan African Reporters. I don't know if I trust that fully just because I don't know about it. I've never heard of it, but let's go with it. Let's go with it because this is the same woman. Why is it okay? I don't trust it. There's too many ads on that one. Way too many ads. I might just have to go to Lovely Tea. What's this one? Okay, this works. There's so many ads on these websites. Okay, I'm gonna pull up what I'm looking at. Just so you guys know what we're dealing with here, but in my opinion, I think it's a form of discrimination to me because she can't change her body, and from the visuals I've seen, it's not like she's wearing inappropriate clothing. That would be a different thing. If she was wearing inappropriate clothing, that's completely another story because you can choose what kind of clothes you wear and there's typically a policy on what you can wear and what you can't wear. So this is one of the articles that's talking about it. Wait, hold on. Parents ask school to sack, aka fire, art teacher because she's too curvy. She reacts, and there's photos. So this is her at the what is it? Not chalkboard, whiteboard. And honestly, with children, I don't think that children think so much, just elementary school children are not looking at her in a sensual fashion, whereas the parents probably are. Ted is saying 9 out of 10 is a female coworker snitching on a curvy coworker, ruining my work environment. Women are body positive until they are not. Interesting, Ted. Okay, I don't fully understand what you're saying. So it's a 9 out of 10 is a female coworker snitching on a curvy. Have you had that experience where you've seen that happen? Laura's saying she doesn't know if that's real. I don't think it's real, but I've seen the reason I don't immediately go, "Oh, that's a fake body," is because my mom has a very curvy body, and I know 100% that that is not bought, based on pictures, past pictures of her, and she's older, she's not from the time where everyone's just getting BBLs done. And then I remember in elementary school myself, not elementary school, high school. In high school, I remember this girl that just had a naturally like curvy body that's very similar to this woman. That wasn't the norm. And during that time, folks weren't just getting Build-A-Bear bodies. So I I don't know, but I am leaning towards, yeah, it looks like a BBL. It does. Pow Pow says, I like curvy women if they are natural. I don't like fake curvy women. That's the cross of being curvy. Others, or wait, clothes that would be okay on a regular body type, all of a sudden are a problem. See, and that's the thing. If we say this about one person's body, how far does that go? Because there are people that are, obviously getting work done, and it's for different reasons. We have certain people that say they don't feel like they're right in the body that they're in, and they choose another body of a different sex. So how far does that go? So that's why I see it as discrimination. If we're going to say, oh, your body's not right, it's how far do you go with that? So they say it has been alleged that parents are demanding the sack of a New Jersey art teacher because she's too sexy and curvy. Parents reportedly frowned at her voluptuous curves and figure hugging dresses. And I've yet to see anything where she's showing any skin. Parents said her curves are a distraction for their children. And here's my question. Is it a distraction for the children or is it a distraction for the parents? Is the question. Because again, children aren't, now you do have some children that, they're a little too grown. Like they know more than they should, and that's due to the parents allowing them to learn more than they should, oftentimes. But for the majority of elementary school children, they're likely not focused on that. I doubt that's a big distraction for them, but maybe it is. The teacher is quite popular on Instagram, where she regularly shares photos of herself in class and engaging in or other fun activities outside of school. Okay, so she's engaged with her students. It doesn't look like she's showing anything. Some parents are calling for her to be fired, while others say she should just wear clothes that hide her curves. So now you're saying she's got to hide her body. Just stop being a woman. How about that? You just no curves for you. No curves. I think that's even I don't even like that language. Oh, you need to hide because again, is it here's the thing, is it affecting the children? Are they learning? That's what they would need to tie in. Like, is this actually they would have to prove this is actually affecting their children. Are your children not doing well in class? Are they not learning? Or are they telling you they can't pay attention because of her body? I doubt that, and I haven't seen that so far. Let's see. Under both New Jersey and federal labor law, it will be illegal for a school to fire a teacher based on their physical appearance. Thank you. Which is perhaps why there's been no action taken against the supposed complaints that have been made in regards to the woman's look. And so this is a public school, it sounds like. However, the teacher has responded via video she shared on Instagram. Do you all want to see the video on Instagram? I'll share it if you want to. But this is her. Let's see. Hey, KB. I see someone saying your name, so I see you. Laura B, I agree with you. That's pretty fake. Again, I don't know. I'm not going to say. I'll let you all figure that out. Some girls have large chests too. Soleil Moon Fire famously had that and had to get it reduced. Natural curves can be a curse. Yeah, that's very true. Because if someone else was wearing the same clothing, there would be no question. I guess kind of to Ted's point about that's kind of the you cross, but I think you meant curse of being curvy. That things will look differently on you. You can't really hide it because even if she were to, I don't know how she'd really hide it when you have curves. I mean, as someone that also has curves, not to that extent, it's difficult to hide, right? Sometimes your curves hit people. And it's just how it goes. Hi, KB. Welcome. Ted is saying, yes, Jessica, I saw it a few times on a call center I worked at. Okay, so you've had the experience, you've seen it. So Ted is saying, don't work too long okay, I'm not going to say that. A full body woman would come in wearing tight clothes, appropriate, mind you, and no skin showing. Okay. Interesting. Pow Pow says, anyway, I say that God bless her students. When I was a student, I had only grannies as teachers. They had mustaches too. My goodness, Paolindo. They had mustaches? Really? I need to see these teachers. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you, Edward, for pointing that out. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see if I can pin that comment. Wow. I got to get into the video though. Let's see. Yes, please do hit the like button. Thank you, Edward. I'm going to pin this. Ted says HR would come and tap her on the shoulder, and the coworker is dismissed by the end of the month for some reason. I notice it's the women starting the mess. So for you, Ted, in that environment, was it ever a distraction for you to see a woman with curves in the office? That's interesting that only, the women are complaining when we should be women empowerment and all of that. And I could see there being distractions in the office for a number of things. Whenever there's a loud person in the office, that can be a distraction. Are you going to tell them to be quiet and not talk to people? When someone dyes their hair red, I remember this lady I worked with, she was blonde when she interviewed, and then as soon as she got the job, she told me she dyed her hair red. And ever since I met her, her hair was red. And that could be a distraction for some people because typically she's not a natural redhead and it was very bright red. And this was a corporate environment. So I don't know. Tattoos. We've talked about tattoos a little bit on the channel. That's something that's on your body. Is that a distraction? We know most workplaces are fine with tattoos. Generally, obviously not over the top or something on your face or anything that would be extreme. Or if you're in a client facing role or something, that might be a bit much because you do need to look polished, but you do have to make clear distinctions there. Hey, Wellness or Frugal Mama. Hello, Apostle. No mustaches. Hey, that's Paolindo. Paolindo's had teachers with mustaches. And I don't know. I don't know his scenario. Let's see. Do you all want to see the video? Hello, Lahing. I don't know how to say your name, but hello. Okay, I'll get into the video because I'm kind of curious. I haven't watched it. So hopefully I put the volume on for this. She gonna stop?
11 in the morning.
Oh.
Huh. Good morning. ¿Cómo está todo el mundo? Espero que todo el mundo esté bien. Hope everybody's doing amazing. Thank you. I'm doing amazing. Okay. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Thank you. Good morning. When this class starts, I'm not in school. Sorry to hear what's going on.
Whoa, this is a 14-minute video. Let's see if she gets into addressing it.
Distance of life is one thing I want to address is the mother.
Okay, so Edward said you can't hear, so let me restart it. I'll try it again. Let me stop sharing and then I'll share it again. Because maybe I just didn't select audio. Let's see. No, I did share audio. Huh. Okay, well, we'll see. Let me know if you can hear it this time. Just send me a comment in the chat if you can hear it or if you can't hear it. Oh, it's taking me to Instagram. That's annoying. I hate how it does that. Hold on. I'm just gonna refresh it in here. I don't really want to watch it on Instagram unless it just doesn't work. Okay, let me know if you can hear it.
As for my classroom and figure out what I'm going to do on the first day of school, like fun activities for, more importantly, for my kindergartners, because it's their first time in school, period, ever in life. So I have to get some stuff together for the kindergartners for sure. And for everybody else. But I'm really, really, really concerned for the babies because it's their first time. You want to make them comfortable. You want to make them feel safe and let them know that it's going to be a fun environment and they're going to make friends and all that good stuff. Now, only one thing out of everything that's going on in my super cluttered, crazy existence of a life is one thing I want to address is the mothers, okay, at my school, at my specific school, meaning the one that I am an actual teacher at. Some of those mothers are legit my biggest supporters. Like biggest supporters. You understand me? I gotta say this again. The mothers from the county and community for the school that I work for are some of my biggest supporters. Okay. I have seen some of these moms, and I'm talking about like some of the kindergartners' moms from last year, 5th grade, some of my old 6th graders, 3rd grade, 2nd grade. These moms have been under these like reports and these tabloids and these blog and gossip pages defending my honor without me having to say a peep, without me having to say a word, without me having to do anything, because I work at my job. What do I look like arguing with people about my physical appearance? It is so scary and mind-boggling to me that this is really a thing, you know? And I'm not gonna lie, at first I thought it was so funny. I did. I thought it was so funny. I was like reposting everything and I'm like, this is like it's kind of not funny. I'll go into it more later, but no, not right now, because it's like it's getting to people are just hating. Not guys. It's not majority women. It's really not. It's not. Mm-mm. It is not. Isn't that crazy? You would think so, right? No. No, 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 no. I have seen some men say some crazy stuff, and I'm just like, and not like the nasty pervy stuff. I'm talking about some crazy, mean, disrespectful, wild things. Like, bro, I'm a teacher. What are you doing? I teach babies. No kid is sitting in my classroom thinking that stuff. So, like, what are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Robert BS85, thank you for the badges.
Y'all know I'm bad when I have to unmute myself. I mute myself so it's not an echo with the video. But you heard her say it's actually not all women. So a lot of men are coming at her too, and they're saying things. She didn't go into detail, and I wasn't gonna sit here and watch a 14-minute video because I got somewhere to be and I got to get ready. But it's men and women. So the parents in general, the news, the reporting definitely made it seem like it was just the mothers that were coming at her and, really coming at her because of her curvy figure with her being a teacher. So it's not that. And she also, I want to point out, she's not saying that she's, had a bad job or done a bad job with the students or has any issues with students. It's really the parents. So and then she also has parents that are giving her kudos, a lot of women that are giving her kudos for what she's doing. And so if she's doing her job, that's not impacting what the children are learning or whatever goals that she has tied to her job, whatever tasks that she has to do. What is really the problem, right? Is the aesthetics. And this is the problem that we have generally in society, is just that um, if your aesthetic is not right or up to standard for what people want, they want to complain about it. And that's why we have laws in place to help lessen discrimination, because biases, discriminations, all of that is still going to seep its way in, especially when you switch industries and all of that. It's still going to be there, but without any type of legality around it, people, she would have been gone if there was not probably the law really protecting her, because you can't just get rid of someone because of how they look, thank goodness, right? Let me see, and then I'm gonna get off of here, actually, unless you have thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are. Oh man, where do we leave off? Ted said, okay, so in his case, so Ted, he said it was never a distraction for him. It was never a distraction for me. We are just answering phones after all. So in the customer service, customer service call center. What seemed to be the biggest distraction on the floor was a man having hazel colored eyes. Michael Ealy. What's funny? I used to like Michael Ealy. I think he has hazel, I don't know, light eyes. But somewhere along the way, he just started creeping me out, and it's probably because of the type of movies that he has played in. He's A lot of them have been like not anti-women, but just like he's coming after a woman for something. Like The Perfect Man, I saw that recently, and I was just like, this is probably why I'm not one of those folks that are like, yeah, he's so fine, because all I can see is him in this character. It's strange how that works. Hey Samry, King of Kill is driving. Okay, so you're gonna catch a replay. Okay. Let's see. Apostle is still in here. She talks a lot. Yeah, I'm like 14 minutes. I talk a lot too, but she wasn't really saying too much. She just greeted everyone, and I think it was a live chat from Instagram. So you know how those go. Yep, kids just see a person, not an object. Exactly. They're not thinking, ooh, they're not centralizing someone's body. That would be the parents. As long as she's caring for the children, she can really help them with understanding certain topics. She's not hurting them. She's not doing anything, obviously, that would actually make parents upset. I don't really see the problem. Like if I had a child and it was elementary school age, I don't see the problem. I would see more of a problem for her, not so much for the children, really, if this was high school, because I feel like uh, with the with students in the class, they may try to hit, she's a hot teacher or whatever. That can have an issue with the teacher, though. It's not really the children, even at the high school level. From what the teacher said, it sounds like those men were projecting her. I don't know. We don't know what they said. We don't know what they said. And there are men that will say, hey, I don't, if maybe they're attracted to the person, they don't want someone like that teaching their children. They want someone that is like Paolinda was describing, that looks like grandma. They want grandma teaching their children. They don't want someone that looks like her, that looks hot. And I will say, now that I've seen the woman, she's clearly gotten lip injections. I mean, it, I say this having, full lips, but we can tell when it's off. It doesn't really match the face. It doesn't look like hers matches the face. Again, that's just my opinion. It looks like that was some work done, so it does make me believe that the body is not. It's like work. You've gotten some work done. I don't know that for a fact, though. She would have to state, if she wanted to share that with people, if she's had work done or not. But it looks like it from the appearance, just looking at the lips and then looking at the body. And, it's kind of that, it's giving me that Miami vibe of, you go to Miami and it looks like everyone's kind of gotten pretty much nipped and tucked and gotten the plastic in. So, not saying anything against that. It's her body. She can do what she wants with it. And I don't think in this case there's any cause for them to take action against her unless she's in some way harming the children, or not doing her job effectively. It would have to be tied to that, not what she looks like. That's why we have laws in place to protect people like her, like me. Because someone could say, oh, I don't want dark women teaching my children. If you change the scenario and just do fill in the blank. I don't want curvy women teaching my children. I don't want black women teaching my children. I don't want fill in the blank person teaching my children. I don't want a man teaching my children. So many issues with that. So those are my thoughts. I don't see any issue with it. If she's doing her job, well, what are they complaining about? It really is the aesthetic, and they're kind of projecting onto their children, which is not fair to them either. With that, I'm going to get off of here. That is my perspective. Thanks for the conversation. Ted, you provided some interesting points. Paolo provided some interesting points as well, and thoughts. So let me know in the comments if you have other thoughts. If you don't agree with me, if you're like, hey, Jessica, this is a big distraction. I wouldn't want my children being taught by her. Let me know, and let me know why. Because, of course, in my mind, I see it as discrimination based on how someone looks, which isn't right, and not something that, I would ever be for. So thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. Please leave me a comment after this post, and I will see you in the next video. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the woman that was fired from her TikTok post. She's a psychologist or psychiatrist, some type of mental therapist. And we're also going to talk about a group of Mexican American, I think, workers banding together and forming their own union after someone got fired. So they all walked out. So we're going to talk about that scenario. And then there's another topic I think we're talking about tomorrow as well. So I'll see you then. And hope you all have a nice Friday. Happy Friday. Bye.